think there are certain unique things within any culture and certain cultural patterns that when you get to the process of amalgamation can really lift the whole culture. And it seems to me that integration at its best is the opportunity to participate in the beauty of diversity.
Part of our program this year is to get the youth involved for two reasons. Number one, they're going to be our future, so we must make sure that there's someone to carry on the theme, carry on the ideas and the ideals. We must make sure that they're there and available to carry on what we're doing today.
We've come this far by faith. From Albert A. Goodson's hymn, during the Civil Rights Movement, faith, particularly through churches and leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., was central to the movement, inspiring nonviolent protest and hope for justice. Dr. King's commitment to nonviolence was rooted in his belief and moral authority of faith. He saw love rooted in Christian teachings as the most powerful force for overcoming hate and oppression. As we sit here today, I also want you to think about this one question. How has our faith continued to guide us through legal justice today? Thank you.
Okay, Unity's coming up, and who is going to be it?
Bianca and Pablo, they're real.
All right.
Soil and Soul is working to learn the lessons of the civil rights movement and apply them today. And lesson number one is working together with young people and adults.
I was listening to the presentation up there, and I feel like the older generations don't think that the youth has the spirit for change and civil rights. But I think we don't have the outlet for it. I think we're scared. I look at everyone out here, and everyone is passionate for this, and I know that you guys are listening.
And as we learned from the civil rights movement, they were really a contrast people taking their faith out into the streets. And they showed what it looks like to love in public, not just love your neighbor, but also to love your culture, your society, your country.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy
Come here.
day.
Come here and stand over here.
When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
Jesus washed.
When Jesus washed.
Band of angels coming for me.
God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. So that bus driver got up and asked me to move.
Move to the back of the bus.
Well, I must admit, I had done it many times before, but something snapped in me that day. I was thinking about my mama and my papa. They were so strong and so courageous. So I looked that driver straight in the eye, and I told her, I am not going to move.
This little light of mine,
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved like a tree planted by the water. I
until I saw the sun. I don't know why I didn't come. I left you by the house of fun. I don't know why I didn't.
Dr. King was a minister and a leader. He was the leader of the civil rights movement, and he played a very big part in ending segregation.
Hey there, child! Do you know who you are? Do you know you can be? What you want to be? If you try to be, what you can be.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I seek God's protection from the cursed Satan. In the name of God, the extremely merciful, the ever merciful. The believers are brothers to each other, so set your arguments aside and make peace between yourselves.
Their message and their mission rings as loud, if not louder today, than it did when they were living among us almost half a century ago. They were outstanding and capable leaders. Their speeches were remarkable in their content, power, and eloquence. These young, brilliant, and handsome men were not interested in modeling. They were interested in role modeling. Like their own role models, the prophets, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad, peace be upon them all, Martin and Malcolm managed to heal the sick and bring the beaten or dead hearts of millions of men and women back to life, overflowing with new life, a new spring of faith that was rooted in the soil of love and service to God, the Creator. They were soldiers of the light. Their deaths do not mean they succumbed to the darkness. Only their bodies were broken. Their souls live on in countless men and women like ourselves, God willing. Their deaths signified it was their appointed time to retire and pass the torch to the next champions of justice.